and Dingle Regatta. We'd then have a guest spot, and we'd dearly love somebody other than me to play something. The theme is Lords and Ladies, Lord Inchiquin, Lord of the Dance, Spanish Lady, Cherish the Ladies. We've got Landlord, Fill the Twinkling Bowl. And if we need another one, then probably the Prelude to Te Deum, with one minor correction done recently. Anyway, shall we start off with the... I now need to reshare my various things, don't I? Hold on a minute. Share. I want to share that. That'll do actually for the moment. Right, so hopefully people can see British Grenadiers, Portsmouth and Newcastle at a reasonable scale on the screen. I'll try to find my footrest. So let's just play each tune twice. Do it slowly first through, twice. Yeah. British Grenadiers twice, Portsmouth twice, Newcastle twice, and then we'll do them again a bit faster. So British Grenadiers are going to be... that sort of speed, I think. What do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 bars of British Grenadiers then to set the pace. I can hear somebody.
Oh, sorry. Might be me. Sorry.
Oh, it's Paul McCann. He's unmuted.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Yeah. Maybe that was a little slow, but let's assume that's we've done it once. So we'll do it just once more then here. What do we want? Change. Again, that one. Change. So I'm not sure whether I only did one B part to Newcastle the first time through, possibly. Of course, the Portsmouth and Newcastle have internal repeat, so they're sort of twice as long as British Grenadiers. So when we do it again, and we'll do it a little bit faster, I think we'll do British Grenadiers twice, and then do Portsmouth once and Newcastle once, just to make a more uniform set. So what speed, a good marching speed? Okay, let's just try it at that speed anyway, whether it's a good marching pace or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same intro. So 2 Grenadiers, 1 Portsmouth, 1 Newcastle. Change. Sorry. Change. Yes, danger when you know a tune well enough that your fingers can do it without you thinking about it, because I then started wondering whether I could play the tunes any faster. I got to the end of the line and my brain wasn't engaged with what I ought to be doing next. Do you think we could do them faster, or should do them faster? It's meant to be a finger warming up exercise, isn't it? Let's do it. So we just have a little bit. Go on. Certainly don't want to be any faster than that, but it could be that speed, I think. Right, so same thing again. Repeat. Change. Yes. Oh, well, I sort of held together on that one. I'm just going to stop sharing a minute so I can see people. So, how many people weren't keeping up at that speed? Who found it too hard? So was that you found it too? That was definitely a thumbs down. Effectively, was it, Sue? Yes. Well, we'll work things through slower paces to that. It is worth. Even if you can't play the whole thing at that speed, it's good practice to have the music in front and try and put in the first note of each bar, or where there's a run up and down again, getting the first and the last things on there. And you've always got the fallback that the chords are written over the top, so you could just play the note that's the named chord, and that will harmonise very nicely with whatever.
That's what I've been doing. Just
right.
if I lose track, I always go for the first.
Yeah. Well, you have to remember, I've been playing for 32 years, so some of these tunes, like those three, I've probably played several hundred times. Probably
in comparison, I'm a newbie.
Yeah. Anyway, most of the rest of the stuff will be quite a bit slower. Right, I think we'll move on at this point. If I could work out where my share button's gone to. Zoom keeps moving things around. So I want that. I do actually want that one as well, don't I, at some point, possibly. Right, so if I do the same thing as before. Right, so I don't want to practice at 5 anymore. I want Josephine's Baptism Waltz. It's by I think he's a Swedish guy, Roger Talroth. I did try and contact him to get permission to put the tune in my tune book, and I got as far as secretary, and she said, "Oh, you'd probably be helpful," but anyway, she never got back to me, and I prodded once more and still got no answer. So.
Gosh, he had a secretary. That's impressive.
Well, yeah, well, the secretary of the company that owned the copyright or whatever it was.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So so we're in G. So that's the sort of way the tune goes, and it has quite a nice second part, which we'll also do. So let's all just for the moment play, well, I can't hear you, so you can be playing whatever you want, but suggestion is you play the black notes along with me. What do I want? So I'm just going to do the last 3 bars then. So I think it can be fairly slow, can't it, this one? That sort of speed, right. So repeat. So yeah, sorry, I was too busy saying repeat to actually do it. Yeah, and remember that there's no particular delay there. You've got this sort of introductory thing at the front, which there's a sense in which really it ends. It belongs at the end of it. It's a lead in really. So the last 3 bars of the repeat. Is that right? Repeat. So I think that's probably a plausible speed for the moment. I think I went a little faster than I started. Let's just do that again. If you particularly want, you can put the other part against it, but I'm going to play the other part next. But let's just get this. Oh no, I won't. Do you know what we'll do? We'll do the lower part, and then I'll play the 2 one after the other. So the lower part's going. Oops, no it isn't. So where there's these repeated notes, for English players, they come nicely in groups of three. So in the top line and the bottom line at that point that has the C chord over the top. Certainly, when I'm thinking about it, I'm using first, second, first on those, which lets you do it a bit more smoothly than just taking the same finger up and down all the time. And because it's three, it puts you back on the proper finger at the end, so it doesn't mess up your next bar, etc. Right. So what was that? Right, so the last 4 bars of the low part then coming up. That's starting on a low G down the bottom, G, A, G, B. If you're not used to finding your way around the lower extremities of the concertina. The G is the lowest note on the English concertina. Lowest note on a fiddle as well, which is why they're set there. Yes, what was I making a mess off? The transition from the A part to the B part. You've gone 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you've got 3 full beats of the low D and 3 full beats of the F sharp. I think the first time I don't know what I did. Didn't quite do it right. I think it would have harmonised. I'm going to play through the whole tune, the black notes, and then without stopping, go back to the beginning and play through the red notes. So my suggestion is that you play against me, so that while I'm playing the black notes, you play the red ones and vice versa. But as I said, I can't hear you, so I've no idea what you're doing. So I'm starting with black notes, aren't I? Listen. red notes. Hopefully I played the whole of it there. Right, what we'll do now is John provided a computer synthesized thing of both parts, so you can hear both parts together. If I can find it. I've lost it. Where's it gone? There. Right, so I'm not quite sure which. There were two. I'm going to do that for the moment. There were two different speeds. I'm not at all sure which one this was. Anyway, well, I think this is the slow. I'm fairly sure this is the slower one. Let's find out what the speed is at the moment.
1 2 3 2 2 3.
That's very close to what I was doing there, wasn't it? Now I hope I did sharing of sound. Was that sound coming through all right for you? Yes, good, all right. Right, so in fact I'm just going to you've got John counting in, so I'm just going to press the button and go. I think it plays through twice, so you have the opportunity of doing top and bottom.
1 2 3 2 2 3.
I'm muted as well. I was lying, it only plays it once, so whichever you did there. But what we'll do, John's provided one that's it's about 20% faster, I think. So we'll try that. So I'm going to stop sharing for the moment. I'm going to get rid of that one. Find my sounds thing. Yes, so the other one's at 130 rather than 110.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Right, okay, that will do. Put that one over there. So then I want to share the media player and the music. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Well, that's interesting. I must have. I could have had the music a bit bigger, couldn't I? Go away. No, I can't really. Right. So I can just stay there actually. Right. So have I now got? Where's my music player gone? There. Right. Josephine's dot volts at 130. First take.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Right, so there you are, Josephine's dot volts. It was written in 1992 and presumes that if Josephine was being baptised as an infant, she's probably now about 35. Right, is that enough of that? If anybody would like more of it, please wave your hands about vigorously, but otherwise we'll move on. Okay. I need to get rid of that. So the next thing was Dingle Regatta, which I now can't find because it's in the way. Dingle Regatta. Right, that's there. It's got to be a bit smaller on the screen, I'm afraid. I think I'll just try and experiment a minute. I want to see whether I could just fit on the whole thing at that scale. No, I can't. No, it's got to be one smaller and go like that. Right, you will almost certainly know the tune to this. It repeats, but going on. That repeats, but going on. But then there's a nice second part go. Which we'll come on to in a minute. So, taking the top line first, then what do I want to add? So just the last 2 bars of the whole thing. So I want to do it a bit slower than I was doing there. That sort of speed, don't we? Right. So. Yes, I realise I'm certainly playing rather staccato the beginning of the C part there. I'm putting quite a lot of space between those notes. My playing style is fairly staccato anyway, but so I'm just making them stand out, I think, just to be different. So I'll do that again, the tune to similar sort of speed, and so we'll see how it goes. Yes, so same sort of fingering thing as on the previous one. There's some nice repeated notes that you can. I've lost them now, but there are. That you can alternate fingers on. There's also, I was saying about making those staccato for the C patch, whereas for the middle one, even though it's written the same, I find I give that initial D its full length, or almost its full length. And I'm always actually changing bellows direction after the long note before the triplet. Very rarely do I consciously think about what I'm doing with bellows, but I am consistently there. I think that's just the way of separating the long note from the triplet. I'm consistently reversing at that point after the long notes in those bars. You have to remember there's somebody once said to me the dots are just the bones, the skeleton of the tune, and it's up to you to put the flesh on it and interpret it. They're not the interpretation. Right. Shall we have a little look at the second line? I want to do that a little bit slower because you won't know the tune. Like that, possibly. So I'm just going to change my lighting around a bit because I'm being blinded by that. Right. So I'm actually going to, as intro, I'm going to play the last two bars of the black notes, I think, but I'll come in on the reds, hopefully. Right. So it was wrong last note, because I was thinking about the thing. So that C part is the hardest to play just by itself, because of the rests, and it's not regular, so it's going, spaced out with playing every alternate beat effectively there. But then in the second bar there isn't a rest, there is a quaver instead. So and then this is the reverse of that, really. And the penultimate bar has all the notes in it in that same rhythm. Right, so let me just play through the red notes again, a little bit faster, but not a lot. Is that right? Yes, a few mistakes, but hopefully carried on through at similar pace. Right, so I'll do my usual and play straight through twice, black notes first, then red notes. I can find my footstools, you're wondering. Alright, same intro. It's alright. Right, time for me to have a rest and get the computer to play it. So I need to just stop sharing for a minute while I find the thing again. Have I got it going there? So think of what speed do we want. We have 85 or 100. Let's try 100 and see how fast it is. Might be a bit. Let's listen to the 85 minute. Right, I think we'll try that one then. So, oops, stop it. Right, so I want that. I want to share. Excuse me, talking to myself all the time. It's the easiest way for me to remember what I'm doing. I'm going to set it up. Share media player and that share sound. Right. Right, go away. Going. Find the controls, right. Oh dear, that's disappeared at the same time. Right. Okay, so you get an intro, and I don't know how many times it does it, we'll find out. So this is the slower version. Yeah, that was interesting. The top line went quiet towards the end, and it's in the recording somewhere. I think what we'll do, as you all clearly successfully did that one, we'll try the slightly faster one. At least we would if I could find my way around this. So that's. Okay, it's going to be there. Share that and that. Right, here it comes. So, stop sharing at this point. So did that work all right? Were you able to play along with that at that speed? Yes, reasonably well. Yes, there's a waving hand there. So, right, but I think it's worth having done the slower one once to do the fast one. Right. So would anybody like to do that one again, or shall we move on to the guest spot? Indeed. Nobody's saying anything in particular. Right, who would like to play as something? Somebody here must have been working on something over the last month. It doesn't have to be perfect. People are very shy, really, aren't they?
They are, aren't they?
But Paul's usually reliable as somebody to call on.
I've got a Gengar that seems to be being made very famous by Andy Cutting at the moment.
Ah.
And I can screen share that and people can have a go. It's a simple tune.
Yeah.
Quite slow. We could do it 3 or 4 times through.
Yeah, good.
If I do a screen share on it...
you should be able to. I saw Andy Cutting night before last.
Yeah? Did you?
Leverett were playing in Cambridge, so
lovely.
we had.
Yeah, I saw Andy Leverett a week or 2 back, but I also saw Andy Cutting last night on a DVD of Kate Rusby.
Right, can you see that all right?
Yes, we can see Gengar.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Years ago,
you're a little bit quiet, but I think we'll be all right. People might have to turn you up a bit.
Or off.
Or off. Right, I'll mute myself, otherwise I'll get in the way.
There's a blue line that I've marked up there on the second line, where I may go and repeat that half of the that first part of the A music, that first 2 lines.
Right.
It seems to work quite nicely if you repeat that rather than just running it straight through. So I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
It's okay. After 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, very nice. Yeah, so you finished at the end of an A part, effectively, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gosh, and the tea fairy's just arrived in the nick of time as well. That's wonderful.
Yeah, my tea fairy's away volunteering at the National Trust place today.
Oh dear, that's too bad.
So I'm on water, I'm afraid.
Where does she volunteer?
Wimpole Hall, we both do.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, just south of Cambridge.
Anyway, I hope people enjoyed that.
Yeah, very nice. So
It's a nice
who or
little
what
tune.
is a gangar?
It's a ganga. It's a Norwegian walking tune, a bit like a Swedish ganglat.
Right, yes, a gonglat or whatever they were.
A gonglat, even, yes. Right, if I stop sharing, that will help, won't it?
Yes.
There we are.
Well, I took a
Thank you.
I
Anyway.
took a screen.
Were people
shot
able
of,
to keep up all right with that?
yes. By the third time, yes.
Hello, Hannah. Well done.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for stepping in,
Thanks.
and it's a nice tune. I will have a look for it. See if it turns up other places.
There's a lovely version by Andy Cutting with Gudrun Walter.
Ah, yes.
It's on the latest album or whatever, but
we-
it's all
we,
over YouTube as well.
All right. Yeah. That maybe I may have. It did seem vaguely familiar. We had Andy Cutting and Gudrun came to Stapleford Granary near Cambridge last
They may
year.
well have played that, yeah.
So they might well have played that. It sort of did have a vaguely familiar feel to it.
Good.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're on to lords and ladies. So we've had, we've passed. So if anybody desperately wants a loo break, it'll take me a moment to find my tune book if you want to go off and come back. But because for some reason I've forgotten to add the session tune book that I need here. Session tune book .pdf. Right. Should bring it up. Right. So first thing we want is Lord Inchiquin, LM Lord. Right. So let me just do my sharing bit first. Share. Right. Long Room of Scarborough, which I like as a tune. Lord Inchiquin, Planks D Inchiquin. So the aim here is not to spend too long on any one tune, but just play it through a couple of times and then move on to the next one. So it's, as the Planksties go, it's one of the, I find it one of the more complex ones, I think. Right, so you, as intro, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to get 4 bars and a couple of notes, I think. Same speed. A bit faster. 4th Earl of Inchiquin, William O'Brien, 1694 to 1777, apparently. Right, so if you are struggling with that, remember I will make the video of this available, so you can always come back afterwards and have another try at the slower version and work your way up. So Lord, yes, I was slightly surprised when he was doing his lords and ladies. I suppose he wanted 2 lords and 2 ladies, didn't you? Because I rather like Lord Zouch's mask. But anyway, Lord of the Dance. So this is a Shaker hymn from New England. The Shakers were a community related to the Quakers, and but they practiced chastity, which you would have thought would have resulted in them dying out quite quickly, but it didn't, because they ran orphanages and took in babies from the surroundings. So they actually lasted quite a surprising period of time, and well known for making very elegant, simple furniture and things like that. So the original tune was a Shaker hymn. It was made popular in the 1960s by Sidney Carter, who put words to it and made it Lord of the Dance. The original tune was called Simple Gifts, and a lot of people will know it from that. So what do we want? I'll play the whole of the last line. Bit faster. One more. Nice, good tune, Spanish Lady. I go and find that this way. Spanish Lady. Ooh. Yeah, so just refreshing my memory as to how it went, because I haven't played it for a while. So, similar sort of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just the last 2 bars just to set the pace, I think. Yeah, so fingering English concertina things, again, certainly where there's 3 notes in a row, like the second full bar, I'm alternating fingers. 1, 2, 1. I'm actually in the first full bar just alternating fingers for the 2 repeated ones there. I don't always, but I am there. Whereas on the for the B part, the 2 repeated high ones, I'm not changing fingers at all. I'm reversing bellows direction, I think. I am, yes. I think to separate them, because it's a stress point in. I think it's a stress point in the music, so I think that's why I'm doing that. Right, should we do it once a bit faster? I think not too anything. So just the last 2 bars. And now we wanted to cherish the ladies. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Must be so I cherish the ladies. Oh dear. Yes, well, John does throw in some different tunes. Yes, well, it's a jig in D, and I don't know it well, and it has a lot of parts. So this may be a, as you can tell, I didn't do enough preparation for today. I thought I know these tunes well enough, I thought, and I don't. Right, so so I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so you're going to get a last 4 bars of an A part, and I'm doing the whole thing relatively slowly because I can't play it fast. Well, that's a pig of a tune.
Like a sort of Irish Roger de Coverley. It's great.
It is.
I really like that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit.
It's a nice tune, actually.
It certainly wants to go faster. Whether I can or not, I don't know. I think that the revenge ought to be. We now want John to play it.
Oh, yes.
Are you volunteering?
I'll have a go if you like.
Okay, all right. I'll mute myself.
We're going in Irish beats.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just muted. What have I done?
That's it.
I'll mute myself.
So what sort of speed? It's just the last 4 bars, and so Is this a reasonable speed? That's okay, right, okay. As you were then, last 4 bars of the A part as an intro. Did I miss out any of the parts?
No, that was good. It's a great sight reading test, that.
Gone. Muted, yeah. Did I miss out any of the parts, Paul? Yeah,
Don't
you're
think so.
muted, Paul. Paul, you're muted.
Paul Hardy.
I've just unmuted the wrong person here.
No, I think everything was there.
Yep, yeah, all the parts were
Parts all
there.
repeated.
I wasn't sure whether I played the 4th part twice or not. But
Great sight reading test, that.
Yeah. Right, well, we can always put it on the programme for another time.
Yeah,
as
that'd
we-
be good fun. Do
Yeah.
that a bit quicker.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, I'll mute something here. Right, that's better. The problem if there's 2 of us that have original sound turned on, which we do when we're playing, then you get echo feedback thing loops. But interesting, when there was only Paul there when I was setting up, and I forgot to put original sound on when I was setting up, and I tried an exercise, and I just said I spoke and then played a concertina, and the recording came back. My speech was perfectly fine, and the concertina was totally removed. So Zoom considers concertina playing to be noise. Right. So next part's tune is. I didn't that, but still, it'll get us there. It'll go away. Right, let's get rid of Josephine. So landlord filled the flowing bowl with. I mean, John. I think that the name for the subtitle. No, John can say, but it's got intimations of "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" in the accompaniment. I think was the conclusion. Do you want to say anything about it, John?
no, that's right. It's a sort of distorted version of "Twinkle, Twinkle." That's
Yeah, I think a
accompanies it.
pretty
The chords
distorted
work
one
quite
actually.
right.
But anyway, it works all right. Okay, so the those of you who are old enough would remember this tune as the theme tune to the horrible Watney's Red Barrel advert. Drink Red Barrel near and far in Watney's pubs wherever you are.
Don't remember that one.
Well, an even greater memory tester. This is from the probably early 1960s, a TV program called Bewitched, in which the lead character was an American witch, and her father was kept in a jar on the mantelpiece. When the jar was opened, he burst forth into the landlord filled the flowing bowl.
I remember Bewitched, but I don't particularly remember that. But anyway, right. So let's all just play the black notes to start with. What do we want? So I'll do the whole of the second line. Yeah, all right. I'll do the whole of the second line. I know there's no repeat. The first part does not repeat. The second part does. But I'm, for the moment, treating it as if there's a repeat at the end of the second line. Again. Yes, a lot of opportunities for cross-fingering on this, a lot of repeated notes. I'm not doing it consistently at the moment, but I'm certainly doing a fair amount of ones and twos. So let's all just play the lower line. So you're just going to the last two bars of an upper line, and then we're going to come in with the red notes, hopefully. No, we're not like that. You've got to come in with that. So there's my last two bars is what's another. The last beat is a. Right, I'll do that again. Oh no, oh dear. That's an A, isn't it? Yes, right. Okay, let's try that again then. Sorry, I didn't do enough practice for this. Now, what am I doing? Yes. Where am I? There. That's better. the DNA chords there that keep turning up, and remember, as I didn't originally there, the low C sharp at the wherever it does turn up somewhere. Yes, third bar of the fourth system. Shall I do that once more? Because I didn't do it particularly well, did I? I'm actually, what I'll do is I'll just count 1, 2, 3, 4 and come in with 1, 2, 3, 4. I like I've difficulty getting back to the beginning of a line from there. Particularly as it's exactly the same as the start. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we've done both halves, so I'll do my my usual sort of play the top and then the bottom, and so a recommendation is that you play what you've just been hopefully playing along with me. I think. So I'll count it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Switch. So the twinkling bowl is now full. So let's. I think you provided a sound file for that, didn't you? Landlord Phil. Yes, it did. So there's two, and I'm not sure which one's at what speed. Is 75 slow? Let's try this one first a minute.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
That's quite brisk. Let's try this slower one, or this other one, see if it's slower.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
Right, that's already slightly faster than I was doing it, so that will do nicely. Right, so I need to stop sharing and reshare in order to get them both there. So I want the dots and media player, we're sharing sound, and then I want that one. Right, so I'm about to hit go and see what happens.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
That's quite nice. Right, shall we try the brisker one? Right, so I need to bring that back and close it.
I'm just going to say cheerio. We've got family on the phone, so I've got to go.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Thanks everybody.
Thank
for
you for coming in.
Cheers. See you again soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Right. So I want sound files. We'll do the slightly faster one. Oh, that can stay there. So I want to share that and that. Okay, so this is a brisk. He's filling the bowl quite briskly.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
Unmute myself. Yes, right. So surprisingly, I was sort of able to keep up with playing at that speed. Hope you were as well. But one thing I did have to do was change my technique for those repeated notes. So those I could do with alternating fingers, but when it gets on to the second line, those I can't do enough finger wobblings fast enough, and so I did it as a bellows waggle, I think. So I'm just keeping my finger. Oh, it's got it. I'm actually taking my finger off to separate the last note, but the rest are all. That was a Martin playing, was it?
Yeah, the second bar of the B part, those 3 F sharps, that they're quite difficult to play doing alternating fingers, particularly if you haven't practiced doing the F sharp, because you got you're using your left hand and your middle finger and then the finger next to your little finger. And I don't know, I'm not very used to doing that. I can do it with these 2 fingers, but not so easy with these 2.
Which bar are you talking about?
The second bar on the second half.
Second bar, the second half.
Yeah.
Of the upper
You got
upper
3
line or the lower line?
upper line. Yeah, the 3 F sharp.
Oh right.
First full bar, Paul.
Oh right. First full bar of the B part. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes did it as I'm using third, second, third on that. You can bellows waggle again on it, or just use the same finger really. It works quite, because the first note of the 3 is long, the dotted. You can in essence play it as a crotchet and a quaver rest, to give you time to get your finger off and back on again there. But yes, it's a good practice piece for different techniques in playing repeated notes. Right, well, we've got sort of 8 minutes. What I would suggest is we just have a quick look at the Prelude to Te Deum, just sort of run through it, and then we'll put it back on the list for another time, because it's quite a nice tune, but there's a couple of things I'd like to point out about it. So I'm going to stop sharing, he says. I'm going to... what am I going to do? Get rid of that and get rid of that. Get rid of that. Prelude to Te Deum. Right, that's what. So John sent this out, and he's recently, at my prompting, replaced the version on the website with one note slightly different. Actually, I probably should. The thing I should do really is show what. No, I'll just stick with what I've got. Right, let me just share. So I'd previously reset his version to fit the screen better. It's hard to have things that are portrait shaped on a computer screen. So let me put back the music. So what I've got, his original one was laid out to fill a full A4 portrait page. I've reset it over a smaller number of lines, a small number of systems, and I think the 2 are identical, other than it was the thing that was his bar 13. It's the 3rd full bar of the 2nd system that's on the screen at the moment. There's a D sharp. He had a D, which I think we agreed wasn't right, and certainly wasn't right with respect to the chords and things. So that's been amended. Previous to this, it had been amended in the Chiltinas tune book, which is where this comes from. Right, so just be aware that if you're working from a paper copy that you've downloaded previously, or a screen copy that you've downloaded previously of the full A4 page one, then the bar 13 of that, it should have a D sharp in the lower line. Right, so let's just So it's a tune you'll almost certainly know. Well, you'll know the third system is the same as the first system. The second set of lines, second system is a bit different. But so I'm just going to play through it, not too fast, but not too slow either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Yes, well, a fairly well-known tune, I suspect. There's that grace note, which is really a sort of so it's a cut. You know, you sort of you're probably cutting into the end of the time that really belongs to the D minim, to put in a little bit of time with a C before you get to the B. So it's quite a useful sort of technique to sort of stress a place in the tune. So, and then the B part goes. Yes, the B part is not particularly tuneful in parts. I found that second system quite hard to keep the timing right on it. So I'm just going to play the second system, the red notes again from it. Right, so how is time? We've almost run out of time. Do we want to? No, I think we'll leave using the recordings until another time. So let's. I'll play through the whole thing twice. Once doing the black notes and once doing the red notes, and you can either play along with me or play against me as you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Right. Well, I think we'll call that time 16:01. Let me stop sharing so I can see if. So we've still got quite a few people here. Thank you for staying with me. If I turn my it's all right. I was wondering whether I could turn my original sound off, but I can't from here. So, John, is there anything you want to say about arrangements?
Only to remind people dates for future meetings, which are now the Zoom sessions up to June are on the website. Our next Zoom session is April the 26th. There's a Malden session which will be zoomed on April the 12th, and the West Country players have got a Zoom session which a number of us join in on April the 19th. So there's plenty of opportunity for Zoom music coming up over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'd muted myself to avoid feedback.
I was trying to tell you you were muted, but I was muted myself. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can lip read. A fascinating programme recently where there'd been lip reading what members of the royalty had been saying while standing on balconies and things. Yeah. So all I was saying. I've forgotten earth what I was saying. Oh yes, I'll make the recording of this available. So if you want to try again in bits you had difficulty with, John will send out the link shortly. Okay, happy Easter. We could have done. We can't. It's, the Easter hymn is Jesus Christ has risen today, and he hasn't risen yet, so we can't. Okay, happy Easter anyway. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.